Hello everybody, I'm back again. Today I want to talk to you about something very important. It's called Morgellons Disease. Now technically it's not actually a disease because science hasn't classified it as such, but people who are suffering from it are certainly familiar with it. It's when fibers and hairs, sometimes of different colors, come through the skin. They cause lesions that never seem to heal, and the skin, the scabs never seem to heal over well. Well, I'm here to tell you something amazing today. But first of all, let me share something with you. I suffer from Morgellons, as you can see. Okay? Now if you look on this side, you can also see all the white lesions. See? This is the amount of material that has come out of my body. Certainly there's a lot more. I stopped collecting it. As you can see inside here, there's fibers. There's also things that look like grains of sand. All of this material was removed from my body by me. So where is this headed? I'm here to tell you that I believe that I have discovered an effective treatment, if not an actual cure. And how can I be so certain of that statement? Because if you look, you see this side here is very bad. This is all from me squeezing it and putting hot water on it to remove the material. But there's no point in removing the material unless you remove what's driving the material, the source. And this involves a whole nother issue. There is an agenda. This disease has an agenda, okay? And there's a way to interrupt the agenda of this disease. There is purpose behind this disease. It is like a bacteria has a purpose. You know, these things all have purposes. Viruses have a purpose. A virus' purpose is to find a new host, consistently find new hosts. So Morgellons also has a purpose, and its purpose is not something that I want to discuss in this video, but what's most important is that I believe I have a treatment and a cure, using myself as a guinea pig. And to show you this even further, I'm going to show you my back, because my back had scabs that would not heal. They continued to get worse. I couldn't reach them. It was extremely frustrating. And if you look at it now, I'll show you. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see that. For the most part, it's cleared up. And I don't have any new lesions coming out. So I really think this is the end of it. I think once I remove this material here, I think I'll be done with it. But there's something important. You can't just remove the material and think it's going to go away. It doesn't work that way. There's something else you have to know, and it's very important. Now, most of the work in treating this ailment would have to be done by the patient or the suffering person on their own. But I could teach people how to do that. And so it's not my intent here to try to take advantage of people suffering. Quite the opposite. It's my intent to try to help people because of my own experiences. And my experiences involve an awful lot of reading, a lot of study, and a lot of other detailed work that I've done, including getting a USB microscope and studying the objects being removing from my body under magnification. I've done that, and that led me to some very important discoveries. I followed up on those discoveries by finding some very obscure sources that a person would not ordinarily look for this type of information. I mean, very obscure sources. I'm not even going to tell you what they are because I don't want to lose any credibility with you, right, that I may have established by explaining this all in a video. It's just not going to work. So the only thing I need to explain to you is that I believe that I have the treatment and possibly the cure to this disease. Okay, now what's the next step? The next step is to find another patient and try to see if I can help them get well. If I can do that, then I'm really onto something. It seems to be working with me, and I believe it can be duplicated. So with that, if you're suffering from Morgellons, leave me a comment. If you live in Connecticut and you're suffering from Morgellons, leave me a comment. Because I need to find another patient, another person suffering, and see if I can treat them the way I've treated myself, and if it works on another person, or at least explain to them the entire process and the whole thing involved, and see if I can help somebody else. And if this is proven, if this proves to be the truth, then this could be a great benefit to people. So if there's anybody out there suffering from Morgellons, leave me some comments, and I really hope this works out. I think this could be a breakthrough for people suffering from this. You're not going to get it from mainstream science. It's going to take somebody like me who's just doing their own research, because mainstream science and doctors, they're not even close. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I've read all the material that you can find, peer-reviewed material, theoretical. Most people go back to the same idea that it's psychological based because of traits and common traits. I can tell you right now, the trait people should be looking for is probably what's their proximity to swamp, a bog. That's what people should be following up on, instead of what's their mental history, what's their drug addiction history. These things are completely irrelevant. Okay, if they're relevant, the relevance is very small as a contributing factor. Okay, what they should be looking for more is the proximity to wetlands. I can tell you there's vectors involved in this disease. It definitely is delivered by punctures, either through bug bites, or you see mine, you can clearly see there's 2 puncture wounds on my neck, and mine is a result of, there's obviously not a bug or a snake or anything that has that distance of mine was a result of something entirely different. But shortly after these puncture marks is when it really exploded, and so that led me down a certain path that has led me to where I am now. Now, without going any further, I believe I have a treatment and a cure for Morgellons. Okay, I'm only trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. So leave me some comments if you're suffering from Morgellons, if you're in the Connecticut area, if you're interested in this, we can talk. Okay, like I said, the first person that I can treat besides myself is going to be at no cost to them whatsoever. It's going to be entirely free. All I have to do is pay for my travel expenses or something like that. But other than that, it will be free, because I want to prove this actually works. It seems to be working great on me. And like I said, there's some things that I understand about this disease that mainstream science does not understand, and they may never understand. So with that, leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're suffering from this disease, I'm sorry, it's a miserable thing, and hopefully we can find a treatment and a cure together. I think I may have done that, but only time will see if this bears out. If I can find some people, or some other people to treat, and make sure it works on them as well as it did for me. So thank you. Comments, likes. Appreciate you watching the channel. Subscribe. We got some really important things to talk about on this channel. cutting edge things. Okay, thank you.